This lesson is dealing with some words around the topic of music. So here you can see the piano, and let's go to the first slide. The title is What Does Music Do for You? Many people live for music. Others couldn't care less. For some, the complexity is the driving force behind the writing, playing, or listening to music. For others, simplicity is more beautiful. There are many different genres of music: classical, rock, hip hop, dance, country, and countless others. Some people only like one type of music. Other people are more impartial to different genres. But many types of music are tantamount to fingernails on the chalkboard. So the first word is going to be driving force on the next slide. A driving force is something that causes action, or it's a reason for change. For example, the driving force behind the switch to MP3s is convenience. So the reason we're switching to MP3s is the convenience of using the computer to download the songs onto your iPod instead of having to listen to a CD or carry a CD player with you. Similarly, the driving force behind hybrid cars is the high cost of gasoline. In fact, I should probably have written the driving force behind electric cars, because now a lot of electric cars are being made. But I made this slideshow like 6 months ago, and the electric cars weren't really that popular. But anyway, we should look at the forces driving people to move to Texas. Now you can use the driving force as forces driving. So we should look at the forces driving people to move to Texas. So why are people moving to Texas? Because there's more jobs in Texas. So here it says MP3 players are the driving force behind online music sales. So we say behind, it's like it's behind and pushing something forward. And what you're pushing forward is the change to the online music. The driving force behind writing, playing, or listening to music is complexity. So the reason people like it is because of the interesting complexity. Countless. Countless means many, or there's too great to count, or too many to count. So we just say countless. For example, countless hours were spent digging holes and nothing was found. So if you dig and it feels like forever, that's the thing. If it feels like forever, you can just say countless hours. It's a long time. So countless hours were spent digging holes and nothing was found. There are countless ways to repair a broken guitar. I suppose. It's kind of a silly example. Countless people gathered at City Hall to protest the new tax. Now that is a good one, because they're having all these new taxes for their so-called austerity measures, when all it's doing is slowing down the businesses that are productive and giving it to people on welfare. So you're having countless people at City Hall, or doing protests, or burning cars, or whatever they're doing because they're angry. So many people are doing that we can't count it. A broken guitar will not sound good. Countless hours will be needed to repair it. If it's severely damaged, it will take a long time, so we could say countless hours will be needed to repair it. Impartial means unbiased or not favoring one side. So here we have countless types of music, right? But the impartial is used for other people are more impartial to different genres. So we're impartial. We don't stick to just hip-hop. We also like dance and classical and country. Well, not country. I hate country, but you know what I'm saying is that we're not just picking one, we're picking many. That's impartial. Okay. The judge was impartial for the duration of the trial. So the judge doesn't pick just one side at the start of the trial. He will listen to the arguments, listen to what people say, and then make his decision. unless he gets a bribe, of course. Impartiality is key when selecting a winner in the contest. That means when you select a winner in a contest, beauty contest or fashion or music competition, anything, you need to be impartial. You need to wait until you see all of the people. To remain impartial, one must not favor one group of people. Exactly. The race was very close. The judge was impartial in choosing the winner. That looks fun. But cold. I mean, it looks really cold, actually. Next slide. Tantamount. Now, this is a good word. I like this word. Almost the same as, or nearly identical to. Cheating on a test is tantamount to a crime. Michael is tantamount to a mayor. Everyone looks at him for advice. So tantamount is saying like it's almost the same thing. That's a good word. If you want to use a fancy word, I like that one. Tantalized by tarantulas, Terence is tantamount to terrified. Wow, that's some nice sentence. Healthy food is tantamount to being your own doctor. So what we're saying is that if you eat healthy and you think healthy, you're going to be like your own doctor. Because you don't need to go to the doctor, sort of. Musical therapy? Some doctors are employing music to help patients heal quicker. The soothing effects of music are being applied in the medical field in a variety of ways. Think of mothers allowing their unborn children to listen to music. The babies enjoy the sounds and can develop in a more improved fashion. Now, music is being used to help patients overcome illness. Any help in healing is a good thing, so we should welcome music into our lives. Wow! Look at the picture. Children's education can be improved with music, even though there is no music here. Oh, actually, maybe there is. We just can't see the CD player. And, okay, let's look at this first example. The soothing effects of music are being applied in the medical field in a variety of ways. If you apply something, it means you're using it. Let's check out the example. Apply is to put on or to use or to try. John applied the guitar melody to the drum track. So he's like, if he's using FL Studio or whatever, he can put the guitar on top of the drums to make a song. Also, you can say the application process for the job is very difficult. That's if you have, okay, let me think. Maybe if you apply for a high level job at a company, some top scientist or something, you might have to go through a big, long, difficult application process. Applying for many jobs is an excellent idea. Yes, it is. Too much fire was applied to the bread, so it burned. If you put too much fire on the bread, it will burn. Yeah. Similarly here, applying the music to the medical field in many different ways, a variety of ways. Okay. Where's another one? Overcome. If you overcome something, it means to be done. No. What? To be done something difficult? What am I trying to say here? To finish something difficult. Yeah, like I said, I wrote these slides like 6 months ago, and I never proofread them. I just make them and then start recording these sessions. So there's going to be mistakes, and I just correct it as I go, which I think is better, because if everything's perfect and I never show the mistakes, then you might not have the opportunity to learn how to correct your mistakes, you know? So, okay, to finish something difficult or to win against something hard. Yeah, so like we overcame the strong wind. Yeah, if it's like a hurricane, you would definitely need to win against the hurricane. How will you overcome the bears? They are stronger than you. So if you need to fight the bears or win, then you need to overcome the bears. To overcome obstacles, you must not be scared. This is a common expression, overcome obstacles. That means to, like, if you have a hard time, something bad happens, you have to, like, beat it. You have to move forward in life. That's what that means. Michael overcame his fears and he climbed the mountain. Yes. Now, music is being used to help patients overcome illness. That means to not be sick anymore. Any help in healing is a good thing, so we should welcome music into our lives. Alright. Our fluency practice for today has the keywords driving force, countless, impartial, tantamount, apply, and overcome. Let's start reading. To overcome fear, it can be useful to apply music to soothe your anxiety. Sometimes the driving force behind music is a musician's countless attempts to succeed or become rich with little luck. To be a musician, one must be impartial to other people's opinions. To overcome negative comments and be a successful artist, it can be helpful to apply relaxation techniques tantamount to monks. The driving force behind monks is to achieve relaxation and peace of mind in order to overcome negative emotions. This is a pretty difficult paragraph. You wouldn't usually write like this, but the fluency practice is just to take all the words we learned and to put them into a paragraph so you can have them all in one place. Now, so let's try to go through this. To overcome fear, it can be useful to apply music to soothe your anxiety. That means if you're scared, you can play music to be not scared. Sometimes the driving force behind music is a musician's countless attempts to succeed or become rich with little luck. That means, like, why he makes music is because he tries so many times to be rich or successful, and most of the times he failed, but he wanted to be successful. To be a musician, one must be impartial to other people's opinions. Yeah, that means he must not care about only one person's opinion about the music. He kind of want to make music that would be good for many people, not just one person. To overcome negative comments and become a successful artist, it can be helpful to apply relaxation techniques tantamount to monks. Alright, that means tantamount to monks is like monks, so you'd be meditating, basically. Just to not be negative would be to meditate. The driving force behind monks is to achieve relaxation and peace of mind in order to overcome negative emotions. So the reason that monks are relaxing is to not have negative emotions. Questions. Which is an example of countless? Endless fish swim in the ocean. 10 or 20 ducks swim in a pond. Or Tim lost count and had to start over. Endless fish swim in the ocean. Endless means like too many to count, so countless. Number 2, which one is impartial? A judge who picks his friend to win the prize, a judge who does not favor anyone, a judge who picks the winner and pays him $5. The answer is a judge who does not favor anyone. What is tantamount to overcoming, losing, getting over your fears, or running away? The answer is B. Getting over your fears would be overcoming your fears. What can music be applied to? Helping babies and healing tantamount trees, helping trees and feeding babies impartially, or helping babies and healing people. What can music be applied to? That would be C, helping babies and healing people.